Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be playing with the Golden Necker Congregate Fireswarn list that I believe it was originally sort of Leary's idea to buff the Inquisitor Helveed into the range for GN so that this abomination could be created one day. And they've since given it yet another provision this season, which I already believe is going to be turned out to be a really bad idea. Just to start, I've played this deck a few times now. I don't think I've lost a single game with this deck so far. Maybe I've only played 5 or 6 games with it. But yeah, let me just take you through how I built it. With all the provisions, you can just run a ton of consistency. So we're running Decree, we're running Bank, because Bank is just so good for 4 provisions. It helps you get the GN if you're missing it. Auto include. But the Decree is mainly for Nova, Igor round 1. Whatever you need it for. It's better just to be able to choose when you play some of these cards, like Senior or Igor. And we also have Exco. So this deck thins by 7 cards. You're going to go all the way down to 2, which means you're going to play pretty much everything in it, and everything in it is good. So you're fine with playing everything in it. Maybe the only card you don't play is a Smuggle or something. But every one of these cards plays for is really strong within the deck. Obviously, this card Diazire is a payoff for swarming your board. It does 3 damage. If you death blow, it boosts everything, not just Fireswarn. But this card's often playing for 15 or more points. Its cap is around 20, and it's not that uncommon you get 20 points off of it. And you get to play it twice, so it's cracked. Then Nova just plays into the strategy of carrying over. Obviously, she's just a good card. She has resilience and shield, so she can be hard to damage in certain matchups. And then when she carries over into the next round, after you've already won the first round with her, you then start the round by using this card Damnation, which creates a Fireswarn unit, 4 plus whatever their power is. So that's 4 plus this Ciri body, which is 12, which allows you to play Hemmelfart, an incredibly strong card that's on par with as strong as Golden Necker. So it's just in terms of the threat that he puts out, especially after in round 1, you get a couple, you use Igor and you get a couple Fallen Knights in the graveyard, and you have a Scribe. It can just engine out of control very quickly. So just going it through, Igor, he spawns your main threats, your Fallen Knights, which boost off of spawning and off crimes. Just a very powerful engine that can't be poisoned, can't be locked. Which is actually very relevant in a lot of matchups. Then you have Grand Inquisitor Helveed. This is just a spawn card so that your payoffs get more value. You boost your Fallen Knights. It plays well with your Scribes. It's just a synergy. It drives the synergy of the deck. Sacred Flame is just an incredibly powerful artifact to play off of GN. It spawns 2 Fireswarn Zealots, so it hits the board as 4 plus whatever you get off of the spawn synergy, and then you can boost your entire board with it, or all your Fireswarn units. It's often at least 10 points on the order. Senior is just a really strong card. You have a lot of crimes in this deck, and his deploy gets you 2 more engines that start throwing a lot of damage out. He's an engine himself. It's just a very strong card for 8 provisions that fits well in the deck. Von Hurst works really well because he can spend, and you don't have too many spenders in this deck, so he's really good at spending efficiently. He turns the Fireswarn Zealots into the Footmen, which adds a point and an armor to them, which is really good against random damage or random bleeds like Crimson Curse. You get a bleed onto a Zealot, and essentially he's spending one coin for 3 points in that case. So he also, he spawns these passively, so he keeps getting points even after you pass. It can be really strong. Sarquan is just a really effective control tool. It plays really well in this deck because he just damages by the amount of cards that you control, and you swarm hard with this deck, so he's always has really good removal range, and he's just an efficient control option, which the deck needs to be even stronger. Furco just tutors your Diaz Irae. Damnation, I explained this. Procession of Penance is just a point slam, end of round card. This deck, you play engines first. It just works really well. 6 provisions, you play a 13-point card. It's just good. 13 for 6 is really good, and you get it very, very easily in this deck. It's not hard to achieve the full value. Went over these. Exco, banish a unit. You can use this on a false Ciri too. You can use it onto Joachim. So like different Nilfgaard spies. You can just like banish anything on your side of the field. So it's got a lot of utility to it, but it's also just a consistency card. It's a crime. Your scribes generate you coins whenever you have spawn. So these can help with namely Helveed. Yeah, but also they synergize really well with the Disciple as they get the coin back that it spends. This is just a one-off Inquisitor. We have it in case they damage or remove Ciri. You can get this boosts to 8, and then you can try to use the Damnation on that instead to get the Himmelfart. And then Smuggle is just another crime, spawns a thing. And Congregations we have 2 of because this spawns 3 at once. And it boosts your Fallen Knights by 4 immediately. So that's the deck. Yeah, let's hop into some games with it, and I imagine you'll see sort of just how strong it really is. If it'll work. Okay, here we go. Okay, and I think actually we might be going up into our own deck. It's very possible that this is my list. So here, if it is, I know exactly what's in it. There's a... Okay, so what we should do, we're going to keep Smuggle here for the points. Get rid of Congregation. I'm going to get rid of this as well. The Scribe is great. That's what we were looking for. We've got Bank. I think we probably just allow this. We could just keep this. Should be fine. Drop the scribe first. Yep. I'm thinking this is my deck. He probably just didn't draw the GN in round 1, so he's shuffling. He just drew it and then put something else, a shuffler to the top. But he also just lost an all-brick proc. So that's pretty good for us. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely a mistake because it's not the most dangerous card, right? So the problem here is that we're going to be able to engine pretty much out of control here. And I just know this list just doesn't have the necessary control tools to be able to stop the point output. I think it's a bad matchup. There's a Ciri. Okay. Yeah, he's playing it the best possible way. If I was him, I'd take an early pass. Probably just pass here. So because of that, I think I'm just going to get the Ciri because I really want to be able to go in super hard on round 2. He really needs to be proccing the all-rook a bit. I don't know, maybe he had a bad hand. Yeah. So let's go here. And then let's if we spawn a scribe, we actually go back to 5. Okay, no we don't. Never mind. The scribe doesn't trigger itself. It's fine though. And we can thin a bit with Exco as well. Okay. Let's go here. And what we need is a big tempo in this round, or in this turn itself. This is good. Yeah. And then he's going to have to pass, actually, because what we'll do is we'll tempo straight through the golem. Yep. But we do have Damnation coming here on top. And, yeah, it's going to be a 2-0. Because, yeah, I mean, there's just not going to be anything he can do. It's just going to be over with. Yeah, let's take another. Let's take one. Let's go straight for it. Yeah, the problem here is I don't know how he's going to answer the Hemofart. Okay, so he swapped the Lydia for an Aguara, which is definitely a consideration. I definitely considered it because the good thing about Aguara is it's a little bit more control in case, you have to use it offensively, but also it is really good if you can keep it for round 3 and your opponent tries to answer Dodric with a lock. Because a lot of times they know there's big payoff coming at the end of the game with this hyper thin deck. So, they want to save the tall punish for those cards, and they want to just lock Dodric. So Aguara can unlock him, or it can try to keep some card like this, which auto wins the game, under wraps. So definitely better in this case than what's her name would have been? Lydia. I think we bank for Golden Necker here. We're going to play 1. Yep. We find it that way. Okay, so we get a Serquan. Very good. I think we're going to decree maybe a penance. Okay, so yeah, no Snowdrop in this round. Oh, yeah. So I guess to play Snowdrop like that. Maybe we just play everything here, actually. Yeah. Pretty much everything. Just thinking about, yeah, we can't really go into next. That's the problem against this. You can't survive. I just know we can't survive round 3, so we can't have a round 3. You don't want to ever give this deck a chance. You just got to keep pushing through it. Just, I know he didn't get his Albert too big. Kind of had a bad hand round 1. But, yeah, I'm not playing around with this. It's not worth it. It's not worth playing with. But this is the power of this list. It's just incredible. It's incredibly strong. Yeah, Zolbric's only at 12 right now. He definitely had to burn a lot of his cards to set up his hand for Golden Necker. Maybe it would have been, I don't know. It's just sort of a bad matchup for him. These hyper engine decks like this that can just throw out such huge points are a bad matchup. So yeah, we'll see. I don't really think he can do these. He'd have to be lucky and hit the all brick both times. Misses it. Yeah. Not gonna happen. Good game though. It's cool to see somebody play on my deck. Yeah, let's get into one more. Yeah. This deck, I didn't think it would be stronger than a Gregory version because I've played a lot of Fireswarn in past seasons and actually done pretty well with it, with the Hemmelfar Gregory. It just seems like those cards are so good. Those top end golds with Jacques, with Devotion, and I just didn't really think that the Golden Necker would be stronger. Now, it seems like it is right now to me. And I think it might have a lot to do with the fact that the artifact is a really overlooked card, super underrated. People have thought it sucks, and it doesn't. Especially when you're playing it in a round when you have round control, you can choose when to click it, how far to play in. It's a super strong card. People had thought it sucked. I just don't agree. Okay. It's not the best hand. We don't have Decree or Igor. This is the card we really like to see round one. Okay, this is some mid-range Hive Mind list. It'll be interesting to see how it can do. How we can do against this. This is a pretty, top of the meta monsters list. At least in the last couple seasons. Just uses point slam cards. Buffed Portal onto Fiends. Mamuna. Just, it basically just packs all the best cards and monsters into one deck. Just a mid-range thing. Obviously, Hive Mind being, Hive Mind unchecked against a deck that doesn't run squirrels. Just runs, it's just, it plays sort of like a stronger than, I would say stronger than pretty much any scenario, right? Because it's spawning 4 cards. So most scenarios are doing 3. Maybe you could argue the cards it spawns, they spawn are stronger, but I really don't think so. Maybe Ball, if the Dame sticks, but no, I think it's stronger than, I think it's an 11p card, and it's stronger than any scenario, unchecked. Just because of the Stalker. You can spawn the Stalker and you can play Spontaneous Evolution onto it in the same turn. And that is sort of just what makes it, that's what makes the deck, so. It's tough to deal with. We'll see. We're going to play the Von Hurst here. I'm going to try and just get some of his control options. I know this deck plays Parasite, so he probably Parasites this. Okay, we get a Riptide out of him for it. It's pretty good. I mean, he's playing a ton of points here. We'll play a Fallen Knight as well. And we're just gonna sort of chill around in the range of catching up. Okay. I feel like that wasn't really the right card. It's not a card you want to play this round. But I don't know, sure. You know, I think we do play the second. We play the second Fallen Knight here too. I think we can come back here out of nowhere. These Fallen Knights. We get his first Erendite too. Very nice. Let's go here. Let's go Congregation. I think the Scribe is not really doing anything in this round. We're getting like just excess coins that don't really help us. We're getting huge cards out of him. I mean, I imagine he tries to bleed us, so we probably just play the Ciri in here. We can catch up still. We'll see if he removes this too. I mean, he's definitely committing a lot of removal. We just keep going. There's the Hive Mind. Okay. Not quitting, obviously. I think I'm gonna keep going here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Let's get everything. I mean, if he wants the round, he's gonna have to take it. Let's pay the tribute. We're only down 7. And I'd love to see the Stalker come out. There it is. Does he have the other Spontaneous Evolution in hand? Okay. Oh my gosh, he's going like full leader. Wow. What's he doing now? Oh, okay. Yep, there's the Spontaneous. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't really know what we've got to worry about here. Let's just pass. I don't want to have to do 30. I don't know. I think we're in a really good spot here. We got the Surrender, which is a super powerful tech against us. The Riptide. I think we're feeling kind of okay here. he's sort of forced to play in. I mean, I'm just hoping he doesn't have a pred dive. That'd be pretty annoying. Because, yeah, we have this straight off. We're going to bring back the Fallen Knight. What do we do? Yeah, we bring back the Fallen Knight, I think, here. What's he do to answer this? Does he have any way to banish this? He's not going to be playing like Cyprian Wiley or something like that. Natural selection, but he can natural selection the Himmelfart anyway, so, and I don't think he can kill the Fallen Knight in the same turn, so. Oh, okay. So. I think we thin with Exco here. Yeah. So yeah, let's thin with Exco. This is really good. Because we get another Fallen Knight. And we can get ahead with this leader charge. Yeah, he's just bleeding himself here too. I mean, he'd already played a lot, and now that we have all of these engines developed, there's nothing he can really do, so. Let's go here. We'll take another Fallen Knight. And we'll also bring back another Scribe. Yeah. And then we'll just hit one of these guys, boost everything. He's got Erendite left. I mean, he can use his last Erendite if he wants to. But, right, this is just the power of it. The combination of the Ciri, the Damnation. You just time your Ciri well. Then you have your Damnation in the next round. You just gotta sort of pay attention. I mean, this is fine. Do we still have 2 leader charges left? Maybe we just keep mulliganing. This is good. I don't want to mulligan more. No, we don't. Okay. We are a little concerned with Bank, so I think we take Furco into Smuggle. Just to be safe. We just don't want to miss GN, because if we do miss GN, then we lose the game. And I don't think we can lose outside of missing GN, so. Yeah, we just play safe here. I don't want to have to try to float in Helveed or something like that. We play Golden Necker next round, then we play Helveed, then we answer something tall with Serquan, or we play Diazire and we play Serquan last. Doesn't really matter. So we're gonna get Congregation off of this, so I think what we do is we'll take it front row. Yeah. Let's go front row with this. Play the Bank. Take the GN. Okay, this is actually really good. We're going to pay it. I know it gives us less here, but it's worth it. Go here. And go here. Yeah. Next turn, we'll slam Helveed. We'll boost the board. And the game will be over. Yep. We still have a Diazire that kills his last thing, and Serquan kills anything else tall he plays. So, yeah, this deck is, I think it's cracked, actually. I think it's going to be an absolute terror this season. So, play while it lasts. There's going to be nerfs coming for this like crazy next season. I honestly think so. I mean, I guess it could miss it just because it's Syndicate and people tend not to play Syndicate. Maybe the complexity of it will keep most people from where it will get like a hammer nerf. Usually it's like simple strong decks that get crushed with nerfs, but I don't know. This seems insanely strong to me, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, let me know what you think about it. Leave me a comment. I'll respond to you. I don't have too many of them, so if you have questions or anything, but have a good one. Thanks for watching.